Down.
Oh my God! That's completely out of touch. And the insult, the intelligence of the American people, and the lived experience.
It's crucial that we were able to remove him off the streets of America, and we were going to seek him out no matter where he was at the time.
He has been identified as Luigi Nicholas Mangione. He's a male, 26 years old. He was born and raised in Maryland. We know he has ties to San Francisco, California, and his last known address was Honolulu, Hawaii. He has no prior arrest history in New York.
After a 5-day manhunt, Luigi Mangione has been charged with murder in the fatal shooting of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson. A large percentage of Americans believe these actions, where justified, and Luigi's motive is now coming to the light. The Ivy League college graduate suffered from debilitating chronic back pain and underwent major surgery for it in 2023. The surgery was botched and led to more serious issues for Luigi. His spine was misaligned. His lower vertebrae was still a half-inch off. This picture was on Luigi's Twitter, shows a X-ray from after his surgery. Friends and family say he never was the same and was experiencing what a lot of America is experiencing: chronic pain. This is his manifesto. These might be my last words. I don't know when they will come for me. I will resist them at any cost. That's why I smile through the pain. Each appointment was promised to be fully covered until the insurance claims were delayed and denied. Allopathic medicine did nothing to help my mother's suffering, yet it is the foundation of our entire society. They promised coverage and broke their word to my mother. With every delay, my anger surged. With every denial, I wanted to throw the doctor through the glass wall of their hospital waiting room. But it wasn't them. It wasn't the doctors, the receptionists, administrators, pharmacists, imaging technicians, or anyone we ever met. It was United Healthcare. That's where United Healthcare went wrong. They violated their contract with my mother, with me, and tens of millions other Americans. This threat to my own health, my family's health, and the health of our country's people requires me to respond with an act of war. The media is making it seem that this guy was a psychopath or a terrorist. But in reality, this looks like a crime of passion. With experiencing physical and mental health and dealing with United Healthcare after his surgery, Luigi went off-grid and started to experience and dabble into the world of psychedelics. Luigi may have had an awakening. After reviewing the police report from when he got arrested at the McDonald's, it says he was shaking when they figured him out. The picture at the station of Luigi showing he urinated on himself from the fear of what might happen to him.
All right, DBS, man, a lot has gone down in the last 24 hours. Where do you sit?
FTS, that's where I sit.
Why do you keep saying FTS? What does FTS mean?
So FTS means fuck the system, first and foremost. And I really feel like no harm done, man. I know this man lost his life or whatever the case may be, but how many lives have been lost because of the swipe of the pen? Denied.
So I'm gonna let you just talk a little bit, but I want to break down a little bit of facts too, because his manifesto does say that he mentions his mom a lot, how his mom got denied. So is this a terrorist attack or is this a crime of passion? Because that's where the media is trying to make it seem like this is somebody that was a psychopath, and he dabbled in psychedelics as well. Did you know that?
I didn't. That's new news to me. But I do know that he went to a very well-off, prestige college, and he had a good head on his shoulders. Everybody that knows him says nothing but good things about him, and I think he got pushed to the limit, man. Anybody is willing to do anything for their mother, man. All the things that happened to me as a child and everything that's taken place, man. Listen, man. It doesn't matter. I still love my mother regardless, and I would do anything for her. So think about that. This kid had a great upbringing. He had no issues, great family, and he saw what the system did. He saw how the system is designed to perpetuate the same cycle over and over and over again. It's a money scheme, man. We know what time it is. And I think he got tired of it. And maybe the psychedelics helped him see a little bit clearer. Maybe that's what he needed to get to where he had to go. I think it's ayahuasca, if I'm not mistaken. And I think you do have to go to Japan, the actual mountains of Japan, to actually get that done and sit with a shaman or something like that, right?
Pretty sure, brother. One of those countries for sure.
Yeah, the ayahuasca is pretty hardcore. But I say that to say this because uh, people go and do that because they want an enlightenment. They want to be able to see things for what they really are. Could be. You could be onto something, plug.
Okay, the arrest. So there's no body came out yet. This was kind of weird. I mean, when we got the Trump assassination, the body came out the next day. Body cam footage. So the body cam. The guys are coming up there. They saying it was all cool at first, but then he didn't. When, as soon as they started figuring out it's him, he starts shaking. That doesn't show signs of somebody that's a psychopath. And then there's the photo of him at the station. He's urinated himself. So do you think there was some kind of words exchange, or you think he was just in fear because he got caught? Do you think he was trying to do a Jeffrey Epstein before he was caught?
So it's a lot, plug. But I think I mentioned a few possible scenarios of what is taking place for him to do what he did, right? One, we said that possibly could have been a hired hitman, assassin, mercenary, whatever you want to call him, right? Then we came up with another uh, scenario where it could be somebody in his family that was treated poorly or was denied by the insurance company and could possibly be a vendetta against something that happened to his family. Then there's the other possibility where this could be a goddamn setup and this could be MK Ultra shit. Just saying. For him to go through all those events, right? And then for this to transpire when he gets caught, man, it seems like it's two different people, bro.
Well, usually with the ultra mind control, they're doing it for something that would benefit them. How this is playing out, this isn't benefiting them. This
This
is
is gonna
why
benefit. Listen, this is gonna
the
benefit the
FBI went
system in a
hard and got
lot
him.
of. This is gonna benefit the system in a lot of ways, man. There are a lot of loopholes that are gonna be closed up. They're gonna come down hard on this Second Amendment. They're gonna push a task force for this ghost gun thing that he supposedly made, and it's falling in line to the point where that these dominoes are gonna have an effect where you're not gonna be able to see it, but it definitely is gonna be a domino effect. I can see it. Sorry that you can't, but this is just the tip of the iceberg. This is going to close a lot of loopholes and, you know, I guess be a successful thing for their agenda.
You can't see where the individual suffered enough pain. See, you're going with the conspiracy, and this is actually degrading what if you at the beginning of this whole little episode you called him a hero. Now you're saying he got ultra mind control, so this wasn't even the conscious of the person doing it, which is definitely not right. Because listen, bro, this
Well, I'm
dude
confused
went
because
through
there's so
all
many
this.
scenarios. There's so many different things, and that's why I said, in a sense, he kind of it could be looked at as a hero. Like he could be looked at as some sort of Robin Hood or person that is doing justice for those who have been served injustice through the system. So there's a lot of ways that you can look at it, and if you look at it in all different ways, you're gonna have different feelings about it. Um, if that's the case, you know what I mean. It's not MK Ultra or whatever the case may be, and this is really something that he's trying to make very you know obvious and let people have information that they don't normally wouldn't have. You know what I mean? I think that is that's heroism in itself, man. Because he's banging on the door. He's trying to let people know, yo, this healthcare system is fucking screwed, man. It's fucked up. Everybody knows it, but everybody trucks their day and goes throughout their day like nothing happens, man. They just chuck it up.
Okay, so do you know anything about the YouTube side of this, where there was YouTube videos that were posted?
I did see some things. Um, I don't know, man. I don't know what to believe anymore. To be honest with you, it's just
You don't think that was
there's
him?
I don't know. I don't know, man. There's so many different things that took place that are alarming and just like, for instance, with the money, the plan with the money was supposed to be after he killed him and shot him, he's supposed to put the money on his body.
One person that's died. It's a crime of passion, in my opinion. He's got a case on him. This to me isn't one of those ultra mind controls because it's actually for the people, not a terrorist attack that's killing children or whatever it was. It was a man that was actually going against the people. So unless they flipped it, they're doing it like that now, which it doesn't make sense because they had to go get him quickly.
There's so many different stories that you could possibly think of and say, yo, this is why, this is the reason, but I don't know. We gotta let it play out. We gotta see what happens from here on out. I don't know about the peeing on himself. That's wild to me. I don't know. Is he that afraid and scared? Man, you just took down, just assassinated somebody, bro. Like, how are you peeing on yourself now? But it could be due to the injury. It could be the injury that did that. You never know.
Yeah, he's been on his feet for a while now since this crime has been committed, or he hasn't really because he's been in a Greyhound. So I take that back. But you know what I mean. He's been moving. Had funeral homes. He was volunteering there, so he actually seen some of that. He's seen some of those old people go on hospice. Hospice is a crazy thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They want you. Once you in hospice, you're basically you're on a death
You're at
wish
death,
and
you're at death's door. You're at death's
yep.
door.
So it's like he's seen that too as well. It's very institutionalized. It's like goes back to being stuck in the system type shit.
Well, hospice will humble you, bro. It will make you angry. It will make you sad. It will make you. It just it, you see life for what it really is, and then when you see these people that could possibly, right? Let's say, um, could have been helped. There could have been some kind of prevention, and they got denied, and it just festered and got out of control, and then they created this disease or illness to the point where they're on hospice. So it could be a lot of things, bro. You got to see things from a different way. I think it's more compassion. I want to say more compassion. The way I've seen, people talk about him. I've seen a little bit of his mannerisms and his characteristics and his body language. He seems like he has a really good head on his shoulders. Like he thought this through to an extent, and I think maybe he did want to get caught. I think it's to the point where I don't think he was really trying to get away, bro.
Your opinion on Elon Musk? The account of this gentleman's X/Twitter account gets deleted. The feds went in there and just did it. Elon's like, "Oh, I didn't even know about this." Goes back and reinstates it. How do you feel about that? Is it somebody that they're kind of on the same wavelength of what genius? It seems like.
Shout out to Elon. I'm digging his whole freedom of expression, freedom of speech. Um, I don't know. I think he did the right thing. Listen, this kid might get away with this, man. There might be some super duper kind of loophole where he could fall through the cracks or something. Maybe the jury would be like, you know what, he's a great kid. He did the right thing. Maybe the
Did
healthcare won't do this test anymore.
Did you
Free
read
him.
his manifesto?
I know he called that those companies and those CEOs parasites. I know that.
That's facts. And he also said it isn't the nurses, it isn't the doctors. It was United Health. He names the one thing, and that's what it was. You got the motive, you got everything there.
Yeah, so
His mom, dude, too. Did you read it, Zebby? What's up, bro?
What's going on, bro? How's my mic? I'm on the phone.
you're okay. It sounds like you're on the phone.
Sounds
Yeah.
good, though.
All right. Um, yeah, so I saw a little bit about his family.
Very influential.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. They own a chain of nursing homes.
You see, so he knows he's got an understanding of the healthcare system because
He
in order to
worked he worked in the one nursing home.
you see, plug this kid's got compassion.
Yeah, I listen, hot take, I think they're gonna have a tough time finding a jury that's not gonna be biased.
I agree with you.
Same idea. Like, I think this is one person that's murdered, right, Zebby? This isn't a mass killer. They're trying to point him out, make him seem like he's a psychopath and all this stuff. In the reality, this is a crime of passion.
Yeah, and they messed up by saying that on the one news conference. They said it. So they're already lawyers are going to be wanting to eat this case up for him.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of stuff going on with this case. You on both sides. It's gonna be messy.
Yeah, I think a lot of stuff is going to come out.
Did you see that he urinated on himself when they took a picture of him at the station? So the fear, that's another
So
indication. You go ahead.
I didn't know that, but I thought that. So you could see in the picture of him standing in the cell, you could see my son actually pointed that out, that it looks like he pissed his pants. So I didn't read that anywhere. That's fact.
That's just what I seen. I put it in the video.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It could be
Yeah.
they could have did something. They could have hit a nerve. They could have hit him in the spine. They could have been a lot of things. Whatever you
Well, it
know.
sounds like they took him peacefully. There was, bro, it was a 6-month rookie that locked him up.
Yeah, no, I heard they kept on saying that he went peacefully. They seemed like they had a lot of compassion towards him as well. Like everybody that really speaks about him that you would think that would say something like against him, if you read between the lines, they're kind of rooting for this kid in a way.
Yeah, the only person that was really pushing the whole narrative that he's not a hero is, I don't know exactly who he was right this very second. It was the guy with the slicked back hair. I know he was something to do with Pennsylvania. I don't know if it was
Ben
the
Shapiro, and
governor.
then you had the Governor Shapiro, and then you had Ben Shapiro riots getting a lot of heat for it.
Yeah, so he was really,
You
really
know what I think
pushing
this
that.
does? I think this really opens up the uh the bullshit to everything that's going on, because if this does go to trial or hearings and all that, they're gonna have to expose those tactics that are used in order to deny and dispose and you know all that stuff. So he's actually bringing light to the situation in a way where we normally wouldn't be able to see it, and it kind of forces them to tell the truth.
No, that's a fact.
And was it confirmed that he was bisexual and having issues with his sex life?
Well, it doesn't matter, bro. What does that matter about anything?
Yeah.
So
You're
what?
acting like he's a victim. Watch your mouth, bro. You talk worse about victims, but someone that's a suspect I can't say that about. Better watch your mouth, bro.
You
This is
better
the
watch
YouTube
it.
streets. These are the YouTube streets, dog. This isn't no patty cake session.
Yeah, I know. Trust me. I'm the one that fucking. I got it. I know. Listen, this kid is doing the right thing, man. His sexuality and whatever it is that took place and all that peeing, I'm pretty sure some way, somehow, one of them dickhead officers said, you know what, here, splash this on him or some dumb shit just to degrade him and um, get us to talking just the way we're talking now. But at the end of the day, man, his sexuality doesn't. He's got more balls than most. I'd say that.
Okay, let's talk about the whole. Now we got Zebby here. He'll be able to help me out with this. So, the YouTube aspect of everything that happened after he got locked up. Let's try to get a timeline of events, right? There was originally a YouTube channel with his name, and it was a video posted, and then another one was going to be premiered, and then it got swiped.
It was gonna be premiered. No
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, so it was
Oh,
supposed to be
whoa.
premiered on the 11th.
Oh, wow. So, that might have been the manifesto, bro.
Well, so no, the one video said that the truth was going to come out, and it said it flashed the date, and it said soon coming in the bottom right corner. I have it all screen recorded. It's all at home. Um and then the video got taken down, but then there was about, I didn't count them. There was at least 15 channels plus. But
Wow.
there was also people that were pretending to be, I guess, him. I think, I don't even know. He might even have a group chat somewhere where all these people are a part of it, and we're told to just post this, post this, post this, because it all pertained to him. But then if you followed the other links on the web pages, it brought you to like other established Instagram pages and stuff like that. So it was really kind of hard to understand. But the new video that went up with the time limit, or with the scheduled video, that had the picture of his x-ray with the, whether it was a picture of his x-ray or it was a picture of some type of x-ray with all the plates and the screws in the bottom of the spine.
I'm telling you right now, if my man stopped working because of a technicality on somebody's negligence, bro, I think I might fucking go batshit crazy too, bro. And it could have been fixed, and my man could have been jumping and humping too. Are you serious, bro?
What
Since you
about the
brought it up,
botched
bro.
surgery, Zebby? You know about the timeline on that? It happened in Maryland. They went back to Hawaii.
The surgery happened in Maryland, and then he went back to Hawaii after Maryland.
He might have
That's
been
what you're saying.
radicalized in Hawaii.
Okay, so let me break it down. Okay, so the incident happened doing just basic surfing in Hawaii. He was out
Yeah.
for a week. Then he went back to Maryland and got the surgery done. That's where it got botched. Then he went back to Hawaii.
I'm very interested in seeing. I hope we see that video because they were knocking his pages, and I don't know if we're ever going to get to see the real video. And at this point, we don't even know what is going to be the real video,
Yeah,
even if
what's
we
real
do
and
see a
what's not.
video, because there's so many different videos. I don't know if you caught them all or if they're all still up, but I have every single one. I grabbed them up real quick. I told my son grab everything off his Facebook that you can, because I knew they were going to shut his pages down immediately.
Absolutely.
We got the story that his sister posted on Instagram.
What's up with that? How's his fam? How's excuse me? How's his family dealing with all this? Where do they stand? Are they in a neutral zone? Or are they a little biased? Are they still supportive?
The only thing I've seen is old classmates that have done reports. One was one was a guy and one was a girl, but they disguised her voice. But the girl that made the video did not do a very good job at keeping Jane Doe's voice completely changed,
Yeah, no,
because
I was
there was a few parts where they just straight let her voice play. So I'm sure people know. Plus, the girl gave a lot of hints out about her little brother played Little League with him and all this stuff. So there's people out there that are willing to talk, and I don't doubt that we'd be able to get somebody on the channel. So he's about to be having his hearing for extradition. I believe it's happening right now. I want to say it was at 1:30, because I've been trying to follow it live. But he's having his extradition hearing to go
well,
back to New York.
even if he doesn't sign the extradition, they're gonna take his ass and they're gonna probably do that today. Within 24 hours, bro, he is gone out of Pennsylvania. He will be. I don't think he's going to Rikers Island. I'll tell you that. I'm pretty sure he's gonna go to Brooklyn House.
Well,
Federal.
so they're moving him a lot. Surprisingly, they moved him from the county that he was at. They said that they were moving him to I forget the name of the prison. I don't want to pull it up right now. I don't know if I can while I'm on the phone or if it'll cut me off here. But they were moving him to a Pennsylvania prison and then moving him back to the county jail. And they said that if he refuses extradition, that it would take probably 2 days to get all the other stuff through to get him brought back to New York.
Yeah,
They
he's
said that
he,
yesterday in the press conference.
he will be he will be in New York within 24 hours. The thing is, where he might go is up in the air, because if the feds take it over, he's going to go to Brooklyn House for the federal detention, and then if the state picks it up, they're going to send his ass to Rikers Island. And in Rikers Island, oh man, anything can happen to him in Rikers Island. He would have. They wouldn't put him in Rikers Island because something could possibly. I don't know.
No, yeah, I don't think they would do that because Rikers Island, they don't care about
Well,
they don't
listen.
care about health insurance and what health insurance is doing to people in
Well, you
Rikers
might
Island.
you might have some people that he might become somebody because of the brazenness, the fact that he's well educated, he's probably
Yeah,
really
but
cool to get along with.
he's also got money and gonna be easy to extort, and
Yeah, but they'll it could possibly
it
go
could
down.
go either way. It
It
could
could go
definitely
either
go
way.
either way.
But I think I see them putting him in a federal. I don't see them bringing him to Rikers Island because it happened in New York City. It would have to be dealt with in New York City, and he would
Well,
go to Rikers
now,
Island if it stays state and city.
do you think it's going to go federal? Because New York just charged him what, 6:30 this morning?
So what?
6:39 this morning, I think they charged him.
So what I think is going to happen is I think that the feds are going to pick up the silencer and the ghost gun, and that's what's going to transfer everything over to federal, and that's what's going to I think is going to take place. I think it's going to be out of the state's hands, um, because of that silencer and the gun.
Yeah, and it's pretty cut and dry case. It's cut and dry case pretty much. The kid had everything on him. But he also didn't say much.
But you
So who
still have
knows?
you
They
still have
have the crime of passion. A lawyer has a lot to play with.
you still have due process, bro.
Yeah,
And let me ask you this: isn't it crazy? This is all about insurance, and now he's going to be getting free insurance through the feds
right.
for the rest of his life.
Listen, man, a lot of them federal prisoners and a lot of them state prisoners that are. See, I knew a guy in a Fishkill Correctional Facility. He was a Black Panther. He was there for killing two state troopers. He had a 60 something number. So back in the day, he was in Sing Sing. He told me the story. He had throat cancer. The government gave him a medical marijuana prescription. He got a tin can with the prescription on the side of it, and it was rolled joints. And they would send him to the infirmary 3 times a day for him to go smoke these joints out the window so it could treat his cancer.
Wow.
So I know for a fact they do tests and studies on inmates all the time, bro. So the healthcare system is they know exactly what the fuck they're doing.
It's crazy.